Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be going over how to progress when you reach late game. So currently, as you can see, I'm in late game, 15 million box EC. You know, you're getting to the point now where you can do all the content in the game. You can reach Champ 1, you can reach Challenger, you can do Challenger Hero Arena, you know, I can do all of those things. And you're probably wondering, how do you progress? So there are a few ways. When it comes to, once again, when I talk about progression, I'm really talking about box EC and constellation, as when you have the ability to max out all your characters, so max out, you know, you can buy all their outfits, you can upgrade their relic, you can make their relic, True Awaken them, SA6 them, level 100 of them, LR them, whatever. That character can't get any better, and the only way you can actually make them stronger in an actual fight, whether that be in PvE or in PvP, is through Constellation and Box EC. So that is where I'm going to be going over how I sort of push it when you reach the really end late game, which is where I'm at, and that is Super Awakening. Yeah, we'll go over Super Awakening is something I still do. As you can see here, there's lots of characters that need to be Super Awakened, but we'll go over how I Super Awaken characters and how to decide who I Super Awaken. What I do at the moment is that when I reach 200 SSR pendants, 212 SSR pendants, I then make 2 UR pendants and then level 100 a random character. I just pick randomly. I think, Hawk, why not? Get Hawk to 100. Don't see why not. And they go to 100. And eventually my whole plan is to get to 100 my entire box and SA6 them, including the 2 suicide units, who, they're okay, but like I don't use them ever, so I don't see the point of not leveling them up. They're probably my last ones I level up, but I want to level everyone else first. Once again, rare gear, I've almost finished rare gear for everyone, and what do you do after you do rare gear? You make SSR gear for every character, HP defense, maybe a few attack crit just for spare gear sets, but that's probably really it. You have relic upgrades, and True Awakening are the only real way to get GP points, apart from leveling up, Super Awakening and leveling up characters, breaking them. And True Awakening is really expensive. It's not something you're really going to be able to do a lot of, only because, once again, you are capped on how many LR coins you can have, but not only are you capped to how many LR coins you can have, they're not infinitely accessible. You know, you can purchase them with bundles, Hero Arena, Labyrinth, the odd event here and there, the one you can buy from the World Tree Shop a week. I did a whole video on LR coins yesterday. But something I like to do is, we'll go over the Super Awakening bit first, then we'll go over relic upgrading. So when it comes to Super Awakening, what I do is I go to ult level, I see that one of my characters is 3-6 or 6-6, and let's just say they're 3-6, I'll only Super Awaken them up to 3-6 until I've got all the characters that are, for example, 6-6 to SA6, only because it is cheaper. It's only about 9 Super Awakening coins cheaper between having a 3-6 character and a 6-6 character, and once again, SA6ing them. It's about 9 SA coins. That is because you have to buy the, like, I don't know what you'd even call it. This, you have to get through the lock, basically, which costs you 3 for every level. So once again, if you have a 1-6 character and a 6-6 character, it's about a 15 SA coin difference, which it's quite impactful, really. It's quite a chunk, especially if you're having a Super Awaken, you know, for 5 characters from a banner. It's quite impactful. But I always Super Awaken characters depending on their ult level. That's the reason why you can see characters down here. Some are probably 6-6, but I know she's 6-6. But once again, I know that most of these characters down here are not 6-6, so they just stay at SA1. I will eventually level 100 SA6 all of them, but at the moment, I just stick with the cheaper ones and always make sure I've got enough resources to be able to level up the next collaboration character, or the next festival, or all that kind of stuff. I always make sure that I'm prepared, so when it does happen, I've already got the resources and I don't have to wait X amount of weeks or, you know, days or whatever to be able to put out the content for a specific character. Rare characters, SR characters, once again, did a video. They're the cheapest to level up when it comes to Super Awakening, and they do not require UR pendants. SR characters from level 90 to 100 will require 2 SSR pendants per level. Not per level, but per limit break, so it'll be 4, which is a lot cheaper than the 12 it requires an SSR character from to get to 90 to 100. So when it comes to relics, once again, instead I'll speak about relics, we'll switch to characteristic. To upgrade a normal relic, we'll pick Zell here. Right, to upgrade a normal relic, you require all of these materials, including the triangles. But if it is a collaboration character relic, you don't actually require the triangles. And we'll just go Holy Relic. As you can see, I'm making progress on upgrading everyone's relic. boom, it does not require any of the triangles, but what it does require is these crystals. And if you've been farming bird enough, you'd easily have these crystals, and of course, these two first resources you get from farming floor 4 of bird. So, you also get a decent chunk of CC, and you're going to get 1 GP point, which in my opinion, upgrading a relic should give you at least 2, possibly 3. Because crafting a relic is 10. Once again, you craft the bird relic, which is really easy to craft, which would give you 10, but then upgrading the relic, doing bird, which is bird floor, which is not going to say it's the easiest content, but it's definitely not like beginner content, gives you 1. Which I think isn't really that good. It should give you like 2 or 3 at most. 3 at most, 2 at minimum. Yeah, upgrading collaboration relics is the best way to... It's not much CC and it's not much GP points, but once again, it's progression to your box. And, for example, if you use them in Chaos mode or some random content, they're going to benefit from it somehow. They'll benefit from the slight amount of CC, and you'll benefit from the GP points eventually after you upgrade every relic. Because there are a few collaboration characters, and if you've been playing for quite a while, you have a lot of collaboration characters to upgrade their relics. But that's really it. Upgrading relics is quite expensive gold-wise. It's about, I think it's about 5 million in upgrades, so crafting the relic is 5 mil, upgrading the relic is about 5 mil, so you're looking about 10 million for unlocking and upgrading a relic at the exact same time. Also talking about relics, make sure you have all of them unlocked. Go to every demonic beast. If you are at endgame, even if they're completely useless, it's still worth unlocking. Not only is it box CC, but GP points. And then eventually, when you get to the point where I'm at, GP points mean more than box CC. Box CC, I'm at 15.5 million. It's sort of like cool, but it's 15.5 million. Reaching big milestones like 50 million is a big milestone because you're halfway to 20 million. My next probably big milestone would be like 17.5 million, possibly 18 million. But once again, I probably won't be hitting that until maybe end of next year, I reckon. If I push, no, I reckon end of next year, and that'd have to be a big push because 2.5 million is a lot of box CC. A new collaboration that adds about 4 characters is about 200 to 300k CC, depending on how high their CC is. And yeah, if we have any PvE characters, because normally PvE characters have quite a low box CC. Kokuya is a wonderful example of that. He's like a decent character, but his CC is around 62k. Okay, I did not want to do a demon. Also, that reminds me, demons. Make sure you do, if you are in an endgame like myself, make sure you're doing Belmouth and OG Demon daily. That's because when you start leveling up characters to level 90 from 80 to 90, and from 90 to 100, you will go through Belmouth cores like it's nothing. It's 145 Belmouth cores to get a character from level 80 to 100. So I'd recommend you do, even if you just like invite someone's AI and just do hard difficulty, that's what I recommend you do. You do 3 of them a day, you invite your mate who's got a half decent team, and you just do the hard difficulty. You may get like at max maybe 20 a day, but once again, if you're not leveling up characters daily, you won't really have too big of a problem. And as long as you're doing demons, you're getting resources, and you're progressing your box, it doesn't really matter in the end. And also, one of your dailies is to do demons anyway, so you're always going to make progress somewhere or another. Upgrading outfits, I wouldn't recommend it. If you're late game like myself, you probably just want to just hoard all the upgrading materials for, once again, festivals or collaboration characters, which is what I do. Even if I'm like 1 GP point off something, I'd rather upgrade someone's relic and farm upgrading all the relic materials than upgrading an outfit, because outfit materials are they're not really easy to come by. It's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. But that's really it. I thought I'd just go over how I sort of progress my box now. Now I've reached 15.5 million box CC, and I am, I think, about 20% the way through the Constellation of Pride, but that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.